You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
I can see where we need to go, but some fell power is blocking our way.
Many paths are close to us. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Put one monster down and two more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
I ill like our prospects.
Stand a chance, not on your life.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
I should be glad to assist you in this. To ignore the rabble and focus on our
More can be achieved without sacrifice. Fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go.
principles are...
By your command, Marissa.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
One monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective. Very well. I shall return.
There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction. What a singular creature. Should like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Though this land has seemingly been spared its destruction, there is no guarantee of safety. The oceans yet cloud the skies, and monsters swarm in ever greater numbers. As 'twill be difficult to continue my research under such conditions, I have decided to evacuate. I only hope that this sanctuary of yours will prove more conducive to my work.
There are more who can yet be saved.
Let us begin with the place most likely to be marked for destruction. You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
The sky glows red with fury. But what have we done to earn its ire? I cannot stand to think that the world might be lost. This must not come to pass.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Lungtena peli telume. Ane martir, tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa?
Halan Ostalintan.
I fear for the Arbor. Yet 'twould seem there is far more at stake here. The very world is under threat. What has become of this world? Our people fear for the future. We cannot be sure we will be safe here. Yet this place is all we know. All we have. You think we need to evacuate? I see. And you know of a place where we might find refuge? I should gladly follow you, but I fear my father will not be so easily persuaded. Nonetheless, we can but try. Come.
As Arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide that we might speak with him.
Indeed, you are correct.
Findelnar, ne veo norwende lis kemen, moriven lis irumar meltol netara.
Kasinke telpe nun finaler, nun mor arta her. Karilm ilmen arkael, silfa nambawe nun kalael alame, angadur sindi.
Mornambwe hiroth enfane ava silmines fana. Erurne kemen malantar ingadur, fielis lintan morivin nun we ingerina?
Kemenindor kanyan irils aldekar. Eteler lea fermor eldalia iralotte. Ondovana alvekil eteler ne anler ailami.
I am afraid my father has closed his heart so tightly that even my words cannot reach him. If only the Arbor heart were restored to health, perhaps he might be persuaded.
Lungtena peli telume, ane martir, tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa?
Svindemund Fionaro.
Tan. Ayu, Phenomenon Tan.
There are more who can yet be saved.
We ought to choose our next destination based on...
Do you know anything of this calamity? Anything that might help to prevent it?
Edela el Dalia Minwe el Ole.
Sono Oyo Luntarma.
Ilem moon les canalin Kalia.
Ilmen Arenfanne.
Svindemund Fionaro.
Has no one else noticed? Hadakar?
I am afraid my father has closed his heart so tightly that even my words cannot reach him. If only the Arbor heart were restored to health, perhaps he might be persuaded.
Lungtena peli telume, ane martir, tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa?
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Intal ne Malanta.
Tiel Nesil Aritvel. Kanyayan we Ehitel.
I have a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. When I reflect upon my time as a mage, I can only assume I did not live up to your... Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. 'Tis clear we are little welcome here, in spite of...
Haven't you a lantern arisen?
Source of the destruction we have witnessed. We must strike it down no matter what.
Your horse will launch you into the sky! Well done.
charge!
Fear not. 'Tis well in hand.
Grab my protection.
You wish me to return? At once, Master. I'll turn you into a pin.
Beast is uncannily swift in size. Can change position in the blink of an eye.
They have to follow close behind us and find a way to get ourselves into an advantageous position.
Fear not. Well in hand.
I will be your hero.
creature is defeated! Here's hoping this will be enough to forestall the Red Cloud's advance for a while.
When they hit off.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, Vernworth is home to a veritable treasure trove of memories for us, eh?
Greetings.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Ah, my friend. Full glad am I to see you safe. All the more so in these calamitous times. If you have come on pressing matters, might I ask you to first bring them to Captain Brant? I have come to depend upon his counsel, truth be told.
They wish they were in my boots. If they only knew. Wonder if anyone would notice
now.
if I'm mistraining.
It's getting cold feet.
This is more than I bargained for.
This armor's far from comfortable.
My sword
Hard to make anyone smile in these trying times. I cannot afford another night.
But not at the expense of my duty.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work. What's going on? We shall await you here, Master.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life. The sky always puts me on a fountain.
I could have sworn I was a tent.
Lonely place.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Still, the fact that you yet live means there is some hope left to us. Not just now.
Not without its charms.
shed for peace.
Can't remember the last time I had a...
Some call it help. I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
I'd sooner stay out.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I've oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we and the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your Majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
It is admirable how Regent King Sven has taken up command of the kingdom. We would be remiss not to offer him our aid.
Understood. Where to now?
A breath of fresh air is just what I needed.
There's comfort in a hunt on a day life.
Our soldiers need better training.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Could do with a decent supper.
Swear I've not.
They wish they were...
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health. Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you, but I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. Do with me as you will. I care not what befalls me now. I fear you loathe me, Arisen. But I suppose that is only to be expected. I fear you loathe...
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
I must wondering is made while the sun is high.
I'm in it now. No sense getting cold.
No easy
I shall
answers
suffer
here.
none to disturb his peace. I'm sure I can handle this.
Tis a bit early for a rest as yet.
Sometimes I wonder.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good gold for them. And if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety.
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've just sold off my last cart. That fellow over there gave me a handsome price for half a dozen of them.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. And if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety.
At last! A moment to breathe.
Is this enough to have avoided the worst?
Must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
We shall remain here.
Dare say I could forget all my troubles here. What am I supposed to do about it?
wrong with filching for survival?
The throne and its powers hold no meaning in a broken world.
Some of us get
Yes? This was in Mother's room. I did wonder where it had gotten off to, but why would she... There's aught inside. 'Tis a letter. Might you excuse me? I would speak with Mother. Mayhap there is hope of changing her mind yet. All she did, all the scheming, all the plots, 'twas all for me, you see. So I cannot leave her to her fate. Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. Had I only been more attentive, if I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together, we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt. My son, your kindness will save many...
Would you be so kind as to petition the merchant? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot...
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today. Such peace. What all my days. I'm ready for the
Surely I'm overdue a day.
It's too quiet here.
I'll bring in its lacking man. Tis a bit early for a rest as yet. Nary a dental scratch on my arms and armor. Lots to do.
Begging your pardon, sir, but
Be gone with you, rough. And if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of all of... What are you doing? Put that away. No, spare me. I pray you. I fear for my life.
Well, reckon he won't be coming back here in a hurry. As a matter of fact, I'd like to thank you for that. It didn't sit right, see? Having my wares claimed by some puffed-up minister trying to save his own skin. Anyhow, as long as I've got my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. And if that craven comes crawling back, I'll tell him bandits took them.
They say a crisis reveals one's true character. But that man was no less miserably selfish than he always seemed.
That's just what I was thinking.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
All this quiet makes me itch to cause a stir.
Now.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
My thanks. My thanks.
Just nodded off for a moment there.
Mayhap I'll come here.
This job better be worth it.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Mayhap I'll come here.
Suppose I ought to earn my...
I can see myself. Oh, got to keep moving. Lest I fall asleep.
Now.
Well, this is no good.
Down
Can't let myself get distracted.
warm ale.
Back in Vernworth at last. What say we have a mug of ale at our favourite tavern while we're here?
'Tis a vast place. I wonder how many corners we have left to explore. It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen.
Now there's a worthy prize. Saurians!
Shan't let them harm you.
This room has quite a temple.
Might we not use our rage as our advantage? Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? Best bet against this foe.
Well then, what are we waiting for?
These things are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
From that last lot that we're not to be trifled with.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our decision.
You'll not live to regret this.
I will protect you.